Hi, my name is Andrew Nui. I'm the Director of Innovation and Startups at the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council. A little bit about myself: I have been leading innovation and leadership training programs all around the world since 2015, and I am so delighted to share with you today a quick presentation on how to uncover the hidden assumptions in your business. This picture shows a match that has an ignitable head. And when you strike it on a piece of sandpaper on the matchbox, it burns fast and bright. And so this is really an illustration of a lot of early stage startup businesses. And there is this huge announcement, and then nothing very much comes out of it after the announcement. Such a great buildup of excitement, and unfortunately, not many follow through and execute well. In the past year, we have seen significant changes in our global economy. And so, really, the global reset, as we see, has forced many people back to the table. And here we have a table full of gadgets, gizmos, and a variety of tools to experiment. And here we see a lot of the younger generation looking for new ways to do things and to create new opportunities. And so, where I'm getting with that is to share a little bit about the question, which is, what are the hidden assumptions that you already have in your business? And here, I want to introduce you to this matrix of knowns and unknowns, and we'll get into that a little bit more in the coming slides. So the first is the top left quadrant, which is the things we are aware of and understand. These are called the known knowns. Essentially, I know what I know. What does that mean exactly? So the question really here is, what do you already know about your business? What needs and wants are you meeting in your business? Do you know what you want to sell? Why are you selling it? And who will buy what you're selling? How often will they buy it? And more importantly, can you make a profit out of that? Next, we're going to be looking at the known unknowns. And these are things that we are aware of but don't really understand. So what do you not really understand about your business that you will need to know about? Do you know who should and shouldn't be your customers? Are they the same types of people? Can you create a viable business on your own, or do you need help? What specifically do you need help with? How do you select people to join and invite them to join your team who have the right culture and skills? And probably one of the most important questions to ask at every stage of your business is, how do you market or sell your product or service or experience? These are really important questions that you need to find out. And then the third quadrant here at the bottom left corner is about the unknown knowns. And these are things that we understand, but we are not really aware of them. So what you know about your business, but don't know that you really know about. For example, do you have specialized knowledge or specialized products or specialized services? What unique value do you provide to your customers? Where else or who can they get access to this from? What do your competitors offer that you don't? And inversely, what can you offer that your competitors cannot? And the last quadrant at the bottom right hand corner is the probably, I would say, the most exciting quadrant, and also probably the most complex, which is the unknown unknowns, things we are neither aware of nor understand. So these are the things that you don't know about your business and don't know that you need to know. For example, how do you get uncomfortable with the unknown components of your business that might be a risk to your business? Or inversely, what do you currently not know about that could actually help your business accelerate or grow or find customers and achieve product market fit? And what can you do now to uncover and discover what you don't know? How do you know you're on the right track? And how can you keep discovering and learning? At the heart of it, it's about building, measuring, and learning. So where we're really getting to is to create an assumption, where we're really getting to is to create an experiment to test if your assumptions are true or false. So first, you want to write down one assumption about your business. For example, if I want to start a business selling fried fish, the assumption that I would write down for my business is I want to sell fried fish in Peoria, and I think I am going to have a successful business. So the assumption here is that selling fried fish will be a successful business. And then we can get more specific. How do we get more specific? So we start to add more details. And so I want to sell fried fish that I can fish from the river at very minimal cost to me because there's in such abundant supply. And, when I sell them, my assumption here is that the people in Peoria enjoy fried fish, even though we're nowhere close to an ocean. So let's see what the next one is. Make it more detailed. So remember where I last left off with, even though we're nowhere close to the ocean? But guess what? My assumption also includes that, hey, we actually have, I Google searched this earlier, we actually have a seafood shop that has existed for a very, very long time. What a strange phenomenon. There's this fish shop that sells lots of fish, and they have been, I think they're in their third generation of their business now. So my assumption has some truth in it, I guess. So I want to sell fried fish that I can harvest from the river. And if there's a seafood shop that's existed for 3 generations, maybe they're actually people who actually eat fish on a sufficiently regular basis to support this business. And maybe they are the customers that buy fish from this fish seafood market may also potentially be my customers. And so where I'm getting at with number 4 is that each detail or assumption is on a separate line. And why is this important? Is because that we're going to be validating our assumptions one by one. Because when you try to validate your assumptions with different, variables or assumptions on the same line, it gets really difficult to tell if there has been any interaction between each component of the assumption, or maybe effects from one part of the assumption could potentially impact another key component of the other part of the assumption. And so where I'm really getting at is like you are like James Bond. The whole idea is, or your mission is, to uncover secrets that your customers won't tell you in your face. I'm inviting you to be curious, to discover what they think about, to learn about their lifestyles, behaviors, and routines. How do they arrive at a decision? Who do they arrive at a decision with? Right? Do they make decisions on their own? Do they make decisions with their family? Do they make decisions with their children? These are all important questions to ask. And also from a behavioral and contextual basis is, who are their friends? Where do they hang out? These are all important questions because context matters. And so this slide is really to encourage you, because I don't expect you to get it right on the first try. And if it doesn't work the first time, please keep trying and asking questions. Ask clarifying questions, ask questions to share your perspective and to get assistance in walking it out and practicing what you would need to move your business forward. So another slide here to share that luck is not really opportunistic, in the sense that it's not random, but rather it's really how you are preparing in advance for at the intersection of opportunity, which is really creating your own luck. We are always working ahead so that when opportunity happens, you are ready to accelerate. One last slide here is the entrepreneurship success pie. And the goal of this slide is to, overemphasize that team is the biggest part of the entrepreneurship success pie. You can have a B+ team with an A+ idea, and because the team is a better team that's unified and is able to execute, they're going to go further than a B+, than a team. Okay, so let me do that again. So if you have an A+ idea but a B+ team, and an A+ team versus a B+ idea, the team with a A+ team is going to go further, execute faster, and accomplish a lot more than the team that has the A+ idea, because really at the heart of success in any sort of organization, it is the team that is able to execute, that is able to come together, that is able to follow through, that is able to communicate well, and to make sure that every I is dotted and every T crossed. So you want to focus on making sure that you actually have a really good team that can help you execute upon the ideas and possibilities of the work that you're doing in your business. And so I come back to the slide with the matchstick, and really it's about transforming people with great ideas without actually flaming out, by this process of transforming them into the long lasting spark or arc of a welding torch. Here, in the case of the matchstick, it burns super bright at the start but flames out really fast, versus the enduring and persevering and resilient qualities of a welding torch that heats and burns brighter than the flame of a match and endures throughout the entire process. And you are not alone in this process, and we are here to help you. The GPEDC is so pleased to be part of the entrepreneurship and innovation ecosystem here, together with Bradley University, the Small Business Development Center, the Minority Business Development Center, SCORE, as well as the Innovation Alliance and a number of other support organizations. A few recommended books for reading. This one really gets to the heart of the experiment process and speaking and talking to potential customers. This book, Talking to Humans, can be downloaded as a PDF for students at talkingtohumans.com. And also this book written by Professor of the Practice, Bill Olet at MIT, Disciplined Entrepreneurship, which is a 24 steps to startup success. Okay, that's the end of our presentation for today. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. I look forward to engaging with you soon. Bye for now.